Hey everybody, it's the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And today we're going to review the new film, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which stars Frances McDormand and was written and directed by Martin McDonough? I think so.
He said with confidence.
McDonough.
There you go.
Des, what'd you think?
Okay, this is a movie about this lady in Missouri whose daughter was killed in a not so nice way. And the police weren't doing anything about it. And so she got some billboards and she spent the money and got them to kind of call the cops out, like call them out for not finding her daughter. And it's all that, so she gets these billboards and then everything that happens afterward and all the ramifications and what happens, it really is a good movie. It's very interesting in that way. I really liked Woody Harrelson in this movie. Mm-hmm. He might have been actually my favorite. The Frances McDormand is the main character, and she is getting a lot of buzz, I guess, for this. I don't know. She was fine. She didn't wow me in her stuff, but it was good. The movie in general, I thought, was really good, and the other cop, who's the other cop guy?
Sam Rockwell.
I think he wowed me. He wowed me a lot in that role. I would absolutely say to go see it. It was enjoyable. It has a little slow. The pacing was kind of weird to me, but it was a really good movie, and the acting is worthwhile. And there's some twists at the end, and you don't know what's going to happen. No, gosh. When stuff happens, it happens fast, and it happens.
That's true.
It's big jolts, but it's really well done. It's a good movie. What do you think?
I don't know if I'd say it was a really good movie.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
It was
to
good.
Me.
It was good, and I wouldn't recommend it to everybody though. I don't think everybody would like it, and I don't.
Yeah, good point.
I think most people would go and see it, and they wouldn't enjoy it. I think it's a small group of people. It's a dark comedy, which everyone says is really hard to do, and they are hard to do.
Yeah,
that's for sure. I don't know how successful it was for me. At times, I don't know. I didn't dislike it. I think part of my thing is I had such high expectations for it.
Yeah, I agree.
And it did not live up to those expectations, that's for sure. I thought Frances McDormand was good in it. I enjoyed her in it. Yeah. She wasn't as good as Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird.
Oh, I agree with you there.
And Arnett Benning in Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool. But she was good, nonetheless,
she
right?
Was good. Yeah.
Sam Rockwell is really, really good in it. And Woody Harrelson is a good actor in general. He's in a lot of really good stuff right now, too. And he's always a successful actor. He's very talented. Yeah. I don't know. There's something about... what's his name? Hold on one second. I totally just left his name. Lucas Hedges is also in it. He's very good as well, too. And Peter Dinklage is so good in it. I love Peter Dinklage in it.
He has a moment. He has a good little part in that.
And there are some parts that are really... really funny, and some parts that are super serious, and that's what dark comedy is about. The funny parts weren't as funny to me as they should have been, probably, and then the serious parts weren't as serious as they should have been, probably. I feel like they did okay in both, and not great in anything.
Okay, yeah.
And so I wouldn't say, I'd say it was, like, if someone asks you, like, did you like it? I'm like, oh, it was good. Like, that's exactly how I would say it. It wasn't a great movie to me. It was nowhere near The Florida Project or Lady Bird. It just wasn't for me. And so I would say go see it if you like bloody stuff, dark stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is, bloody and dark. It is bloody and dark.
You're right.
And so I don't think, like, my wife wouldn't like it. My mother wouldn't like it. My sisters wouldn't like it, I don't think. I'm thinking to people in my life, like, I don't know. I don't think it's for everybody. Yeah. But I'm glad we saw it. And I can appreciate the artistry in it and how it's made. And it was interesting, but it just wasn't great for me. That's just me. Sorry.
It was, I would agree that it's not as, I really enjoyed Lady Bird. I really enjoyed Florida Project. I really liked Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool much more than this movie, for sure. It had me. I was in for where we were going and what was going on. It really was compelling. and it had me in for the ride. Where it took me, I don't know that everybody wants to go there. Good point, but it had me.
And I didn't. Here, my thing is, I didn't care about not one of those characters.
Oh,
even the mom, because she was a bad mom. She was a bad mom. So I'm like,
but I cared about what happened. I cared about what was gonna transpire. Even
the girl who dies, she wasn't a good girl either. These people, it's not like these people are great people. And even Sam Rockwell's character, who at the end is good, but like he says horrible stuff at the beginning. He's not good either.
No.
Woody Harrelson is the best of them. But like
that didn't mean I didn't care for them. Just because they weren't good people didn't make me not care about them.
I didn't care about Frances McDormand's character, who you're supposed to care about. Like if you don't care for her, which I didn't, because I thought she was not a good person. So I'm like, well, I don't think good things should happen to you in this movie because you're not a good person. So I don't feel sorry for you that you're a horrible person and that you did these horrible things. Now these horrible things happen to you. I know. So that was. I think that was the key for me. Yeah. Had I cared about her, then I would have been like, oh. But I was more like, even to Peter Dinklage, she's kind of a jerk, and I love Peter Dinklage in the movie. Yeah. So I think that for me, I think that was the key thing for me. Now that I'm replaying it.
Yeah, just thinking about it, processing.
So there you go. Which if I was an Oscar voter, would make me not want to vote for her for Best Actress. Where Saoirse Ronan is also angsty and can be a little jerk sometimes in Lady Bird, but I cared for her and I cared about her and what was happening to her. And the feel of that movie was so different.
Yeah.
It was
so different. It was pretty different.
Anyway, sorry, we keep comparing all these movies, but that's what's going to happen come Oscar time, right? So I would say go see it if you like dark comedies. It is good for a dark comedy. If you don't like dark comedies, don't go see it. Don't go think it's like a straight comedy. It's not a straight comedy.
No, it's good. That's true.
Yeah,
that's good advice.
I just don't want you to be off guard. Right? My mom would hate this movie.
Sandy, don't go see this movie.
Mom, don't see this movie. Anyway, that's what I thought.
All right.
Okay.
I like it.
Bye.
Bye.